Hi, this is Life Coach Hope Tackaberry coming to you from Austin, Texas. And today I'm going to be talking about inspiration and the difference between people who get stuck and the difference between people who get stuck and those who continue on with their dreams and they're so inspired that they just keep going no matter what. So we've got these different kinds of people in the world. We've got folks that maybe they tried something for a while that they were really excited about, but they didn't have the results that they really wanted, or perhaps they don't even believe that they could try for what they want. So they just think about and dream about and talk about something that they'd like to do someday when something is possible. And then we have another group of people who is always moving toward their dreams. They're making something new happen. They are course correcting along the way. And those people are captains of industry, captainesses of industry, or innovators. They are entrepreneurs. They're visionaries. They just keep plugging ahead. So what's the difference between these folks and folks who might get stuck? And I would probably guess that most people, especially in the Western world, most of the people we know are somewhere in between. Maybe not super stuck, but maybe, they make some small progress on their goals or their dreams, and then they got a little stuck. They stay there for a while, and then they make some more progress. And then there's an occasional person that will know that just nothing ever worked out the way they wanted, and so they got stuck a long time ago and have never moved from there. You probably know people that are in all areas or in all different parts of this spectrum. So what's the difference? And I'll tell you what I believe the difference is that the folks who are moving ahead and moving ahead and moving ahead know that in order to reach their goal, they must try new things and they must continue going. And small setbacks such as criticism or, quote, failure. And I have to tell you, I don't actually believe in failure, not for humans. I believe in failure for things like airplanes and cars and computers. It stops. It stops working. To me, that's a failure. A plane that stops working, that falls out of the sky, that's a failure. But humans don't actually fail. So many of my clients or people that I meet are concerned about a marriage that was a failure because they didn't stay married for the rest of their lives. How many people don't stay married for the rest of their lives these days? It seems to me that in this day and age, it's a very different equation. Everyone we know has had a divorce. So can we shift and change our language around failure? I think it would be really beneficial for all of us to consider that there is no failure when it comes to humans. There is learning. And I believe that that is a concept that the people who are moving ahead in their lives and they are creating their dreams and they are moving toward their inspirations, I believe that that is something that they understand. So I'm going to try this with this intention, with this vision, and I'm going to see what works. Okay, so that part worked and this part didn't, so we're going to do more of this. It's like throwing spaghetti on the wall. I'll tell you something, as a coach and as an entrepreneur, that's a lot. That's a lot of what I do and my colleagues do. We throw a lot of spaghetti on the wall to see what sticks. And there might be weeks, months where we throw spaghetti on the wall and nothing sticks. But we are so impelled by our vision of what we desire to be doing that we're going to keep throwing stuff against the wall to see what works. And the reason for that for me is that I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. And I believe that that is a big component of holding on to and moving toward our visions, our dreams, our goals, is to be so inspired by them that nothing is going to stand in our way. So what's the difference again? The difference is we've got people who go gangbusters, go, 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 learn, course correct, keep going, learn, course correct, keep going. Then we've got people who try something, don't have the outcome that they desire, they get stuck, they may never try again. Or they may say, I'm just going to fail at that, so I'd rather try something else. So they try a whole bunch of different things, right? Or they don't try anything at all. And then we've got the majority of us somewhere in the middle who try. We have some success here, and maybe we have some less than success over here. And, maybe we're not moving toward our dreams. Maybe we, sometimes we actually get, how can I say this? If we're good at something, we're successful at it, that means that we should be doing it. I don't believe that. There are a lot of things that many, many people are good at, but they don't love to do. So just because you're successful at something doesn't mean it's what your calling is. It just means that you have the skill set to do that successfully. But what we're looking for is something that is your wildest, highest good and your highest dream. And the adventure of getting there becomes part of your life's story. Find something that lights you up like that. And then just start moving toward it. Take baby steps. And if something works, great. If it doesn't, figure out what could have been different. Course correct. But keep that vision strong. You wake up every day with it. Maybe you have a vision board. Maybe you have a sign on the wall. I have signs on my wall. Maybe you write it on your mirror. You put it on your refrigerator. You have it on your phone, on your computer. Whatever keeps that vision head in your mind. Masterminds are also wonderful to work with because they're not your family, they're not your friends, it's not your spouse. Masterminds are groups of people who come together with dreams that they would like to achieve, and they get together and mastermind it, or they brainstorm it together. They inspire each other, and they share their successes, and they share their learnings. So if you have something in your heart and in your mind and in your spirit that is calling to you, really, really calling to you, get so hooked into it with vision and with emotions that no matter what bumps come, they're just stepping stones. They're just learning opportunities. Keep going. Keep going. I think this is the end of this video. Anyway, I may come back and say some more. But I guess if you get stuck, let's talk about that for a moment. If you get stuck because you tried something and it didn't work, and people keep saying, oh, you should try this and you should try that, and oh, you'd be great at da-da-da-da-da. Just because you tried it once and it didn't have the reaction that you wanted, you didn't get the outcome you desired, doesn't mean that there's not some value in that experience, in that trying. If you have a vision that you must move toward in this life, do everything you can to see it to fruition. Talk to people who are doing the work. Read every book you can about people who have done it, who are successful in it. Keep going that direction. Don't let anything dissuade you. It's powerful. If you'd like to work with a coach, I highly recommend, there are so many life coaches across the country now. I was going to say I recommend myself, but of course I recommend myself, and finding a coach is a very personal experience. So I would encourage you to do some research about coaches, find someone who resonates with you, and work with someone. I'm writing a book right now, and I'm intending to work with a book coach, a book writing coach, to help me finish. There are a lot of people in this world that want to help you get to where you want to go. Don't be afraid to ask. Until the next Golden Key, this is Life Coach Hope Tackaberry from Austin signing off. My website is goldenkeylifecoaching.com. Thanks so much. Shine your light and smile big because you're alive, baby. Bye.